this race.
Monster run off turn 2.
Can't get it to the high side. Here he comes. There he goes. Oh, no, Kansas saves, and here they come to the line.
I'm a fortune teller who sees the future, and I see it now.
I'm expecting something with Ferrari this weekend, and he ended up at Hendrick somehow.
Oh, God. No, please. Oh, God. I don't like that thought.
Driving to 5.
I can see the goosebumps that just hit Jacob just now.
Carson.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's a new environment. Same people, same show. Welcome back to Welcome to season 2 of Coming to the Line. My name is Jacob Barker, host of Coming to the Line, and I am once again joined by my good friend Mason Wood. Mason, how are you doing today, my man?
I am doing good. I'm ready to be back for another season of Coming to the Line. My beard is coming in a little bit better this season. Through the camera, there's a lot of blonde hair. I might dye it. We'll see.
Hey, you never know. As for me, mine's so blonde you can't even see it, and I'd probably die before I could even grow a beard.
I know the pain, brother.
Anyway,
I know the pain about it being blonde. Trust me. There's more here than it shows. I have to say.
That's fair.
I need the Joey Logano treatment, but like on my face. You know
oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Chris is not here today. So Chris, if you see this, we miss you, man, and we hope to do a show with you soon. But let's get season 2 underway right here. Right now, let's talk about some F1 real quick. So this coming weekend is the Jeddah Grand Prix in Saudi Arabia. I think we can both agree that we don't see anyone else other than Max winning this. As much as it pains me to say that, it's the modern day F1 right now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I think it's we were talking about this before the show started, but I kind of fall in line with some of those American fans that are kind of like, hey man, what is this? Why is somebody else other than Max win? Please, it would be nice. And I think that a lot of us had some excitement going into the season, and then we get into turn 1, and there it all went right there. And I watched the video the other day that showed, actually it was earlier today, that showed kind of just how bad things are. And I want to say bad because maybe that's not the right term, but just how badly Max Verstappen is whooping everybody's ass. Let's put it that way. Okay. It was like, I think the gap said 20 something seconds, and somebody recorded a video from the stands of how long it took from first place to then second place. And it's disgusting. It is disgusting. I could finish 13 Angry Birds levels in the time that it takes second place to get to where Max was. So there's a serious issue there. And especially considering Sergio's not even close to the same level as Max.
No.
Sergio's with the rest of the pack. And here's Max, 22 seconds ahead. It was absolutely insane. Insane. So
by the time they finished, the time they finished, Max is already in Jeddah. Yeah,
exactly. So he's at the new track already. I mean, the one they announced this week. He's already there. So
yeah,
but no, I mean, I'm excited for the race this weekend in a sense that there's it's exciting for like the first corner, and we'll find out after that. And even then, we all know based on races last year, really, Max can screw up for the first like 30 laps, and I mean he could sit on pit road for the first 30 laps and still probably win the race. So that's kind of the state of F1 right now.
Yeah.
Jacob, would you agree or disagree with those statements?
I mean, I would wholeheartedly agree with that. And I've said multiple times before in conversations with you, Chris, and Paulina as well, I adore Max. I love Max. I cannot stand to win him. I cannot stand to see him win anymore. I love him. He it's unreal. It is so bad now. You just said it. Here's Max. He's all the way over here. And then Sergio's all the way out here. Like, it is ridiculous. And I don't know if there's something going on at Red Bull that the two cars are not equal with each other, which I wouldn't doubt. I wouldn't doubt that at all. Or whether it's just driving talent, which I wouldn't doubt either, because Max is ridiculously talented. Let's be real with that. And it's insane. Like, I love Max, but oh my gosh, it's so bad right now. And I can't stand to see him win anymore.
I think I don't know if I want to say like fortunately for us, but I think most people are kind of in the same boat with us. Where it's just kind of we want to see somebody else kind of take a step forward, and we know it'll happen eventually. But I think we're all starting to get a little bit impatient, and especially those fans that jumped in, a couple of years ago on that crazy championship battle. Like that's like people are starting to be like, "Is that okay?" So that's like a once every 100 years thing. Sad I missed it. Like shoot, like.
Yeah,
that's what people are starting to think if this doesn't turn around soon. So this, I mean, who knows? Max may win every race this year.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he does. I mean, that's sad as to how realistic that is. It's ridiculous. But anyway, on to some a little bit more positive news. Jeddah is this week, and I actually enjoy the Jeddah circuit, as goofy as it is. It's fun to drive in the F1 games, and I enjoy it. And that's probably the one track that's in the earliest part of the season to where that there can be chaos. So, and for those of you who are either watching or listening, we have all agreed for our picks that we are not allowed to pick Max for the season. So, Mason, in your crystal ball for Saturday, it's Saturday afternoon, which is a little weird. So, but just keep that in mind. The race is on Saturday afternoon. It starts at 11:55 a.m. Eastern time on ESPN2. So keep that in mind. But who do you see in your crystal ball for the podiums on Saturday?
That's a good question. If we're keeping Max entirely out of the equation, he's not in this podium, okay? Mm-hmm. I am a big fan of I like this is tough. I think I would say, I definitely like Lewis right now.
Yeah.
I think Lewis would be up there. I think you're going to see, but really, I think it's Lewis and Sergio, and then Fernando. Those are kind of my three. I think that's the three I'm landing on.
And I can definitely see that actually. And Fernando was actually fastest in FP2. I tried watching that earlier today after I came home, and my DVR did not record, which is sad.
Oh,
yeah,
that was me last Monday Night Raw, man. I get it,
man. So, little off topic. WWE is so awesome right now. It is so good.
Oh yeah, it's to a point where me and my friends are back to getting together on Friday nights, and we get pizza. We drink some beer. That's the only thing that's not like when we were children. But right now,
SmackDown. I love it.
Oh yeah, tomorrow is SmackDown, and then we're playing the SpongeBob movie video game because my one friend's never played it before, so we're going full
the
9-year-old one. Yes, they're OG on. We're playing it on original Xbox. So
ooh, that's gonna be a good night.
It's beautiful.
Anyway, little off topic. But so like I said, if we're taking Max out of the equation, my top three, if we're going 1 to 3. Would be
did you spot it?
Yeah. Why not? Charles, P1, P2, Sergio, and P3, George.
Okay. I like George. I completely forgot about George. I I do like George. George is going to be competitive this weekend for sure. That's a good pick.
But I mean, we'll see what happens. But there really is not much to talk about with F1. Unfortunately, we don't have, like I said, we don't have a whole lot to talk about. Hopefully, we will next week if we get to record an episode, of course, because our schedules have been insane. Most notably yours, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's tough out here trying to just sometimes life is tough, but you know what? That's why we watch racing, and that's why that's why all of this stuff is here, because it allows us to just step away from life and enter another world for a little while. And I think that's the joy of racing. It's the joy of playing racing games, and I do it a lot, adding rain into iRacing. That's the joy of all that. You get to get away from life a little bit, and it's very nice.
Oh yeah, I love that. I just saw some. Hey, going back to breaking news. This is from yesterday, actually. I don't know if you saw. But going back to WWE, Bull Nakano has been inducted into the 2024 Hall of Fame class for the WWE.
I did see that.
And Paul Heyman.
Oh, Heyman too? I didn't see Heyman.
Yep, Paul Heyman is in the 2024 class.
Wow. I love Paul. He's funny.
The best to ever
He's
do
a
it.
Funny man.
Anyway,
He's good for the only thing he really does now is just make funny faces like in the back of the camera. Well, did you see him Friday night when Roman said some messed up something that like set The Rock off, and they're both just staring each other down, and you just see in the far corner Paul just wide-eyed, just like,
I believe it.
He's such a dork. It's hilarious.
I love him. Anyway, enough about our WWE nerdiness. Excuse me. Let's talk about something that we have upcoming this weekend as well. IndyCar. How about that? That's going to be exciting this coming weekend.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching this most recent edition of the Outside Line podcast. If you like what you heard, make sure to check us out on Spotify at The Outside Line. And if you liked Christopher, Jacob, and I's opinions, make sure to check us out on Bag Sports page for more articles and opinions about F1, NASCAR, and IndyCar. Thank you again for watching The Outside Line.